Hi, welcome to your Sweet and Low class. Today we'll need a mat for later and a set of weights, whether that's dumbbells or if you're using some weighted balls, maybe they're water bottles, whatever you have. As long as there's two of matching weight. All that stuff will be off to the side to start. We're going to begin warming up, doing some cardio, and then we'll hit those weights. So you start by marching in place. I'm going to set the timer on while you are marching. Okay. For our warm-ups. Good. Sweet and low. This is low impact. Good. Lightly touching down with those feet. We're going to add some sun breaths. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them down through center. Good, big breaths. Inhale as you're opening. Good, body's going to have an increased demand for oxygen. Here we even stretch out the diaphragm muscles. All right, bouncy heels. Bring the heels off the floor, reach your hands overhead. Little squat down, nothing too deep. Good. Reaching, reaching. And how are those legs doing? They feel like they're getting warm? Nice. I'm with you. Good. Right leg forward, left leg back. Dynamic calf warm up. So dropping down, coming up. Then we'll add the arms, scissoring, alternating which arm is on top. Nice. Less than 10 seconds here on this side. Good. Okay, switch. Other leg out in front, left one out in front, right one back. Do that little drop down lunge. And if you can, we're going to find a chest expander, arms out in front. Big sweep around with those hands. If you can interlace your fingers behind your back, take that. Otherwise, hold opposite wrists, forearms. Open the shoulders up towards the back. Open the chest. Good. Keep it up. Feels like the workout already. Good. Bring those feet hip width distance apart. Standing cat-cow. You're tucking your pelvis under. Good. And then push your tail up towards the ceiling. Under, forward, and back. So we're anteriorly and posteriorly moving the pelvis here. Good. Warm up the hips, the spine. And just over 30 count for each of these moves. 30 seconds. Good, and march it out. Whew, that'll feel good. A little flush out. Nice. Some of these leg moves we're going to do. If anytime you want to go back to marching in place, this is a great place to come back to, okay? Pump those arms. Stand it nice and tall and proud, strong. Good, heel digs to the front, alternating those feet, and the heels of the hands are pushing forward as well. Nice. Not too complicated, but if you're gonna go back to that march, go back to that march as long as we're moving. Get the heart rate up. Good, marching, back to marching. Good. Give your brain a little bit of a break. Keep moving. How are you feeling today? Okay. I'm going to listen to your body and then decide what kind of movement your body needs for that day. Sometimes it needs a little more robust. Sometimes it needs a little legs were tired from yesterday, so I'm taking it down a notch today. All right, toe taps to the side, and then push the palms back behind you. Right there. Nothing fancy. Get the job done though. Arms and legs are pumping. All right, back to marching. Nice and tall. Good. "20, 30 minutes a day, move your body. Okay, it doesn't have to be a lot. It's accumulation throughout the week. Doesn't have to be high intensity every day either. Good. Right leg, lunge it back, and then drive that knee up. Stay on that one side, lunge back, knee lift. Find your balance. Big step back, drop it down a little. Remember this earlier? We warmed this one up. Or maybe we wore this one out. I don't know, but we're doing it again. Good. And other leg. Lunge back with the left. Knee drive up. You know, your balance might be different on the second side. Better or worse, whatever, just different. Good job. Nearly there. We're going to march again after this. All right, march it out. Whew. Flush those legs out a little bit. We're going to add into that. We need a round the world lunge. Left leg, 4 positions. Lunge forward, lunge to the side, lunge back, and then a curtsy lunge, which is also to the back with the legs kind of crossing back behind. Not yet, keep marching. Round the world lunge, 4 positions. Left leg's going to start. We're going to stay there for the first half, 30, 35 seconds or so, and we'll do the other leg. All right, left leg, lunge forward, big step to the side, push that seat back, lunge to the rear, straight back, come back to center, and then that curtsy lunge, just stepping back behind. Good. And from the top, forward. Right, so we may not get a whole lot done, or a whole lot of these done. About 35 seconds, that's okay. Good. So moving through some different planes, right? Because we're always moving forward, walking forward, what have you. This is nice to move through some different areas. Side. All right, right leg, same thing, 4 positions. Forward, make sure you got room around you. Side, good. Step to the back, and then that curtsy again to the back, legs crossing back behind, good. I'm gonna concentrate here. Woo. Good, march it out. Let's add some arm circles, shoulder circles. Head forward maybe at first. Good, change the directions, go backwards. Don't take off, you're gonna fly there. Nice. And then change those into some arm swings, big swings, forward and back. Warm-up kind of transitions really nicely into some cardio. We don't know which is the difference, right? One right into the other. All right, sink down, feet a little bit wide. We're gonna duck and weave, right here. Good. Get out of the way and protect your face at the same time. Let's add in some uppercuts. Drive through that elbow. Pick it up. Good. Get them underneath the chin. Side to side. Good job. Good. Keep it low. Twisting side to side. Whittling this middle. Good. Look to that wall. Look over to that wall. Back through center. How the legs doing? We've been down in a squat for quite a while, whether you noticed that or not. I'm just wondering. Good. Holding a little mini squat here. All right, keep the legs moving, speed bag. Got the little bag hanging above you there. Give it, keep your legs moving, walk it off a little bit. Flush out those legs from that squat hold. Good. Keeping track of our time, yes, perfect. Don't hit yourself in the face, my friends. That's your money maker. I don't want to hurt that. All right, left leg forward, right leg back, sink down, we're off to the races. Pump those arms. It's like you're at that start line, taking off. Good. You know, the pumping of the arms makes you run faster. And don't just think about the arms going forward, but you're pulling the arms back. Okay, the backs of the arms, pulling back, 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 back. Good, saving just a little for the other side, because yes, we're gonna step the other foot forward here in a bit. Take off, you like the wind.
Activity completed.
Oh, we're gonna do the other one. Okay, right leg forward. I don't want to miss this one, okay? I'm gonna count in my head. Pump. Keep it up. Halfway there. We only got a little bit of time left to get to the finish line. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Hock it off. That concludes that portion. We're going to grab your weights, whatever you've chosen to use. 2 of the same though, okay? And I'll just turn that one off. It doesn't have to be heavy weights. They're just resistance or added resistance. Our body is the one doing the exercise. We are going to start with heel raises. There will be 3 different positions, so it's important that we start in neutral first. Have a look at your feet down there. We want the toes pointing forward, okay? About hip width distance apart. You're going to bring the heels up off the floor, come up to those tiptoes, and drop back down for 10. I think that's a nice number. Good. Good. We'll give those legs a little bit of a break. We're going to do alternating bicep curl. It's across the chest. So the palms are face up towards the ceiling. And reach it up over towards your shoulder and switch to the other side, okay? Counting now. First one doesn't count. That's a demo. Good. 1. 2. See, it's 1 per side counts as 1. Oh, squeeze it up at the top. Doing so good. And it's an 8. One more each side. Those ones take a little longer than the heels, don't they? Okay, second position with our heel raises. Toes point out, heels are a little closer together, not touching necessarily. Okay, 10 in this position. Bring those heels up off the floor. 1, good. last one here, 10. Important, you gotta bring your feet back to neutral. We do some lateral arm raises, that just means to the side. Now, you can do straight arm, not quite straight, a little bend in the elbow, or if there's a shoulder issue or you picked a heavier weight, feel free to bend your elbow at a 90-degree angle and lift from there. So a little shorter lever, keeping the weight closer towards the body is a little less challenging. Only 10, okay, could be worse, could be 20, we're gonna do 10. Here we go, no higher than shoulder height, 10. Good job. And 3, good. And 2, those can make your lip curl. And 1, last set, toes point in, heels are wide, shoulders up, back and down, 10 here, last position, heels up. Good. And 1, feet back, that hip width distance apart, T-pause. We're going to slide side to side. You pull that weight up underneath the arm and alternating side to side. Okay, I'm going to start counting. How about now? That's 1. So we're working the obliques, the side body. That's halfway. One more each side. Ooh, good. And shake that up. Take your feet wide. Here comes our squats. Of course, we're going to do some squats. You got options. Well, first of all, you can do body weight and get rid of your weights. If you're not using weights too. You can slide the arms down the side and then come up there. You can keep more like a goblet position, so hanging down out in the front. Or you can bring them up towards your shoulders, resting there. I think that's where I'll go. I'm going to keep mine up on my shoulders, adding some weight up there. Drive those knees out, push your seat back. 10 squats. Number 1, good. We're going to alternate this with some swings. Good job. And 10. Okay, hang those dumbbells out in front. We're going to get rid of one though, but make sure it's not going to be in your way as you do this. Holding that dumbbell very carefully, or your weight, whatever you're using. Okay, it comes underneath the body, shoulder height, as you pop it forward. Go for 10. 9. Keep looking forward. And 1. Another set of those squats. I've got this one dumbbell hanging here. I'm going to hang on to this and just keep it with that goblet to a goblet squat. Okay, remember all the options. You can add a second weight back in, do a different position this time, different position with your weights. But let's go for 10. Last set. Job. And 1. One more set of those swings. Back and forward. Three, nearly there. 2, and 1. Perfect. And we only need one weight now. I'm going to take that other one off to the sides, out of my way. The next 3 moves, 1 dumbbell only. We're kind of doing a full body here, if you haven't noticed. Hitting a lot of the major muscle groups, we'll get to them all by the end. First move is a tricep extension, and we are standing up for this one. You can place your weight between both the palms of your hand, arms overhead, or you can hold this way, depending on what you're holding. Maybe this is a little better option for you. You can hold it in the middle. So I'll let you decide what feels kind of comfortable and right for you. Arms up, bend those elbows, send that weight back behind your head. Make sure you can still see your elbows, okay? Soften your knees, 10. 3, and 1. Okay, single arm row. Let's put that weight in the right hand. This is an offset row. Hinge at the hip, some bend the knee, the other hand can rest on your thigh. Pull that elbow straight back behind you. Don't start the lawnmower. Don't rotate all the way. Okay, 10. Good job. And 1. Stand up tall. Keep that weight where it is. Weight in your hand. The weight in your legs, though, it's going to be all into that left leg. And we're going to send that right leg back. This is a single leg Romanian deadlift. And then the dumbbell is going to kind of come forward. Try to keep it as close to the body as you can. So from the side, it'll look like this. Sending that right leg back. Dumbbell reaches down and I come back up. If you're really good with your balance, I'm probably not going to do this. But as you come up, you can float that knee up. I'm going to reset, dropping that foot down. Okay, we will do 10 here. Send that right leg back with control. Dumbbell reaches down towards the floor and stand up tall. 10. Good job. Six. How you doing? Oh, 5. I'm going to compose myself here. Get it back under control. 2, last one, and 1. Back up from the top, those tricep extensions. Okay, holding your weight up overhead, bend your elbows, sending the weight back behind your head for 10. Soften the knees, 4. And 1. Back out, weight in my left hand for that offset row, second side. Feet are hip width distance apart, toes are pointing forward, into the hip, bend in the knees, right hand to rest on your thigh. Start with that arm full extension down, pull the elbow back, 10. Keep the gaze up, but don't crunch the neck. Good. 1, good. Stand up tall, keep that dumbbell or weight or whatever, where it is. Weight into the right leg this time. So it's always the opposite hand to whatever leg is planted. Send the left leg back, weight comes forward, and stand up tall. 10. You might be going at a different pace than me. Maybe get more or less of these in, but quality over quantity. Good. 3 more. You follow me. 2 and 1. Perfect. You put that dumbbell for a second while you roll out your mat. Okay. You're going to come down to the floor. You want to have some padding there. And we will need the dumbbells for the first bit. Are we off camera there? Back it up. Okay. Bring those weights along to the party here. Okay. We do chest press, flying skull crusher. You always have, so that's all the upper body. You have an option for the lower half to have your knees bent, feet on the mat, or if you want to float your legs up into a chair position, and maybe do a little bit of both. So you can get some abdominal engagement, but if you're like, oh, those are getting tired, we don't want to take away from the upper body, bring those feet down. Okay, first will be chest press. The weights are over the chest area. Push them up to the ceiling, okay? 10. And 1. Keep them up, turn so the palms are facing each other. Maybe your weights are gently kissing to start. We do some flies here, some reverse flies. So slowly bringing those arms down to the sides and return back up. I'll count now. There's 10. And 1. Keep those dumbbells overhead. We're going to do some skull crushers here. You have the option to get rid of one of your weights if you want to. Just like when we were standing, we did those tricep extensions. We're going to send those dumbbells back, or your weights back behind your head, and return back up to start. I'll count now. So not a lot of break for the upper body while we get through this, but just 2 sets. Push the small of the back into your mat. And 1. Okay, your reprieve is going to be bringing your elbows or your arms back down to the floor, setting up for those chest press. Maybe for the second set, and last time through this, I might float those legs up into chair. Okay, push the dumbbell weights up. 10, 9. One. Maybe bring those legs just for a second. Reach your arms overhead, give those little wrists a little rotation. I'm feeling a little mean, like that. That's a long sequence, and I'll put the weights down. Okay, those flies are next. My arms feel so light when I let go of those weights. Okay, start with those arms overhead. Dumbbells are maybe gently kissing. Elbows have some bend as they come down beside you, and return. Three, I'm with ya. 2, 1. Keep those arms extended overhead. Bend those elbows and send them back for the last time. 10. We're going to put these down here right away. Stay with it. 5. Almost there. Watch that low back. And 1. Ooh, we can say goodbye to those weights. Carefully put them off beside you, and then roll onto one side. Whatever side you want to start with, doesn't matter. For some hip abduction, you don't need the weights anymore. If you can rest your head on your hand there. Legs are long, feet are stacked on top of each other. If this is uncomfortable over here, lay your head down on your fully extended arm. Top leg, bring it up and down. Don't let it drop on the way down. Let's control it. I think these are a little easier, so we might do a little more. A few more reps with this one. And what does a few mean? I don't know, I just might feel. How about we're halfway through here? I've got the other hand out in front. It's kind of supporting my weight so I don't roll forward. One more. Good. 10. Woo. Massage that out as you roll back onto your back in between side. Some reverse crunches. Let's be nice. Place your hands underneath your seat. Bring those legs up into, floating up into a chair position. Good. We're going to bring the heels down towards the floor and pull them up. Good, that's it. Small movement, just rocking it out there. 4, good. And 1. Bring those feet down, push them into the mat, get your hands up, and swing around to the other side. We're going to do that hip abduction on the second side. She'll join you. Supporting your head any way that works for you. Legs are straight line down, feet are stacked on top. Maybe hand out in front so you don't fall over. And lifting and lowering here. Second set, or second time through. You don't know what I'm counting, but we did 10 twice. Good. 8. One, roll onto the back, second set of those reverse crunches. Okay, and underneath your seat, float those legs up into chair position, bring the heels down, tapping down for 10. Three, still with you. 1, good. Push your feet in the mat, rise up, get the hands out, and we're going to roll over into tabletop position. That's on your hands and your knees, quadruped position, little bird dog crunch, okay? Make sure you're using the opposite arm and leg. So if you follow me, I'm going to extend the left leg out, right arm straight ahead, okay? Other option, we're going to do this crunch. We're going to bring the knee and the elbow together, but you can keep your hand down and just do that leg drive in. You choose what's best for you. 10, here we go. Elbow to knee underneath the body. Exhale, inhale as you get long. Two, 1. Good. Come all the way down to the belly for our Superman, or super person, as we call them. All right, so we're going to lift arms and legs off the body, bring them back down. If you have back issues, you want to keep the legs down and just lift the upper body. That's okay with, 10 times. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. Good. Back up into that bird dog crunch position. Okay, other side. Right leg, left arm, or you're keeping that left hand down and just doing the leg. Okay, exhale, knee and elbow for 10. And 1. Slower coming back down to the belly, last set of those Superman, and our last bit of work. We're going to stretch it out after this. Okay, arms and legs nice and long. Inhale, lift for 10. And 1, good. Hands underneath your shoulders, push up and back, push back into child's pose. Big breaths here. Good, those are congratulatory breaths. You did it, you did something good for yourself. You didn't give up. Up into tabletop position and swing yourself over to your seat. We're watching where your weights may be. Okay. Just to keep the left leg extended out and cross that right foot over. We're going to hug that knee in towards the chest, spine nice and tall. With a nice little stretch in that cheek, that right cheek here. Good job. I'm going to drop that right knee on top of the left and slightly lean forward. You're going to feel a hamstring stretch in that bottom leg. Well done. Good. Come on up. We'll stretch that right one out. Give a little shake between sides. Keep the right leg extended across the left over. We'll hug that knee in. Good. Just a couple of cool down stretches here. If that's not enough, you can add on a yoga class after this. Well, that was just a basic full body cardio, resistance. Good. Just enough to feel good, I think. And not so much that you feel worn out the rest of the day. Okay, we'll drop that left knee on top of the right and slightly lean forward. Maybe you don't have far to go. Well done. Okay, sit back up, bring that left foot out, bend up the right, and then let those knees fall out to the sides. The bottoms of your shoes, your feet can touch. We'll sit up nice and tall, and this might be enough sensation for you, or maybe again you want to forward a little bit. Good job. Good. Sit back up. We'll draw those knees together, and with that, we will say our goodbyes. If you're liking these classes or you don't see what you need, send me a message, shoot me a message, let me know. Yay, nay, is there something else we need, or things are being just right? So until we see each other again, take care.